Hey guys, welcome back to the train room. It's been a long time since I've done any updates, so I thought you would maybe appreciate just a little bit of proof that progress is actually happening. So as you can tell, I'm back home again. I came back at the very end of May, beginning of June. So I've actually been home about 6 weeks now. And it's summer here in Spain. I've been extremely busy with, important things like the beach and barbecues and friends, family, and all that kind of stuff. A few trips here and there. Spent some time in Gibraltar doing some stuff in there as well. So, but anyway, I think the last video I did was, early part of this year. So there's a lot of changes, so I'll just quickly kind of run through them and just show you what's going on. So as you can see, I've put some artificial grass down, and it looks very basic and extremely unscale at the moment, as you can tell, but this is actually pretty good stuff. It's about the right length. I will of course be putting ballast on, so that'll help. Whilst I was in Germany the last time, and hopefully I won't be going back for a long time, I bought some of these end buffers, or I think the Germans call them Prellbock. Excuse me if I've pronounced that incorrectly. I bought some log cars, and I bought some more log cars, and I bought that one as well. All off eBay, all dirt cheap. Just, I wanted to do something different for this layout. So also, I don't know if I've shown you this already, but I built the station. It's about 90% done. I've got to do things like, put the rainwater drain on, and obviously the landscaping around it and all those sort of bits and pieces. So messing around with some fence post ideas and stuff. I also bought a little hot dog stand and some little beer bottle containers and all kinds of stuff. I also bought this. This is all used, and what this does is it raises the track level platform, so it's more sort of passenger friendly, as you can see. What else? Chiquita banana, because every train needs a Chiquita banana car, right? Bought a small narrow gauge petrol tanker, or benzene as the Germans call it, and a little magnesium car as well, which is pretty cool. I've started messing around with scenery, so I'm starting to collect twigs and branches and all that kind of stuff. I'll just show you. I've got a big collection here, and yeah, some interesting videos which I've been spent a bit of time looking at them, and because I'm just refused to spend $5-10 on one tree. I'm just not going to do it. I'd rather spend my money somewhere else. So I started messing around with styrofoam, or extruded polystyrene, which is this blue stuff here. This kind of blue you see me use on here. And there's a lot of techniques you can find out on the internet. But basically, I drew out a design and then burnt it on with my soldering iron. And a little Bunsen burner, little flamethrower. Where is it? There we go. This thing. It's actually for making creme brulee, but there you go. I'm not going to make creme brulee. I'm going to make model trains. So yeah, so it's the early start of a brick wall. You can see the pattern. It's pretty cool. It's rough and ready, but it works. What else? Okay, I started installing the decoder into my Stein's locomotive, and that was quite easy to take apart. Just take my time, took photographs, so I made sure I put everything back the same way it goes on. I've actually had this running. So, and again, there's a Dutch guy who's done some videos on converting an old Stein's 2020 locomotive to digital. So it's pretty easy, just need to be patient, take your time. So I'm not going to talk you through all that, it's just way boring. But basically, this is a pretty modern decoder. So I've had to drag out my Digitrack system, wire in a little programming track to pull off the details, but I can't get to CV29. The problem with that is the start voltage for this is too high. So I'll sort of turn the controller on my old LGB digital controller. It's a really old one. I think I've shown you that in the past. And this thing will sit still, then suddenly it'll take off, and it's no good. So, but anyway, I'll get to that. But I can actually start putting the locomotive back together. Programming wise, that's all I need to do. Electrically, it works. So that's from the motor, and that's from the track. So there's some tabs that you got to cut off on the motor, it's not. But again, if you need to do that yourself, look up in YouTube, just look up, you know, convert Steins 2020 to digital, and this is a Dutch guy who'll turn up, and it's very slow and laborious a video, but it's worth to watch because it takes you step by step. Super easy. And there's all my parts I got to put back together, and the valve gear and all that. So the other big thing I've been doing is I've started on more polystyrene scenery. So this tunnel portal and this brick wall just basically started life like that, and it's just taken my time and painted it and, you know, carved it with my soldering iron. And again, it's laborious, but you know, these tunnel portals, to buy them, there's something like, well, here in Europe anyway, they're like 50 to 70 euros each. Yeah, it's just mental, you know, for pretty much the same thing. So I've already got loads of this foam, so it's costing me like, you know, literally a couple of bucks to make all this stuff. So the other idea I had was to, this long straight section, I wanted to turn this into a tunnel. And so I was wondering what to do with it. So I've taken more of my blue foam, and I've been carving and shaping and melting and burning and gluing bits and pieces on. It looks a bit, and I wanted to be able to see the train going through the track as well. So kind of a blocked viewing access. So, and there's going to be I think there's going to be another layer here of more bits and pieces of rock, and just to kind of give it a slightly, you know, rocky tunnel appearance. And then by the time the foliage goes on there, it'll be absolutely fine. Like I say, it looks a little bit Fred Flintstone at the moment, but it'll happen. And again, it's just cost me almost nothing to do. The cost of the sheet, well, these blue sheets there, they work out at about €5 a sheet. So, you know, basically all of that has cost not even €5, and my time. So I'm just trading time for money at the moment. Yeah, so that's about it really. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I started messing around with some scenery. It's actually some live scenery off my terrace of the garden. So I was just trying to see what the green would look like, because I want to make this I want to keep this removable. So I want to be able to just slide this up. So this section will be fixed, the tunnel portal will be fixed, and then that tunnel portal will be fixed. And so this will just slide out. So it's a bit of jiggery pokery, but I'll get there. And as you can see, I've made the inside of the tunnel kind of rocky. Don't know how that's turning out on the camera, but I hope you can see it there. So, and it's just burning and scraping and taking your time. But make sure you do it in a well ventilated area, because I think the fumes these things give off is a bit like, almost like cyanide. So you gotta be super careful. Not recommended, to be honest, but anyway, that's just me. That's my risk, my choice. What else? That's about it really. So we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. All of my buffers have got lights on them, as you can see. That one's got a light. That one's got a light. This one's also got a light, but I noticed it's not working today, so it's probably because nothing's permanent. I've just kind of pushed the wires onto the track, so that there's probably something disconnected in there. Anyway, that's it really. Yeah, thanks for watching, and like I say, a slightly longer video than normal, but just get an idea of what I've been doing, so you can see there's some progress taking place. This grass, by the way, I'm quite pleased with it. It probably looks a bit, I don't know, a bit toy-like on the camera, but by the time I sort of airbrush it, you know, if you lightly airbrush areas that are slightly brown or yellow, depending on the season you want to do, you know, because it's not going to be, you know, no fields are uniformly green, are they? You know, they can have patchwork of different colors. So, and then I can also like cut some of this and shave it and make different length grass and all kinds of stuff. So, but it's a good base from which to start from. So anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for watching, and catch up to you soon. Take care.